Welcome to Nick's Corner. I'm Nick, wearing my wizarding robe, and I'm in a corner. Today, I'm going to talk to you about Neil Gaiman's American Gods. I picked this up last year when I was at Superstore shopping for groceries. I heard there was a TV show out. I wanted to read the book before I watched the show. The TV show is actually quite different from the book, but very similar as well. The book follows Shadow Moon, who is hilariously named because at the time when I was reading this, I was actually really big into Use of Islam, Cat Stevens, and Moon Shadow is a song that my now almost 5-year-old daughter was singing with me in the car, and just, the character's name is Shadow Moon, and it's mentioned in there about having hippie parents who listen to Cat Stevens. I loved it. Also, if you love puns, this is the book for you, especially if you also love mythology of all sorts, from Christianity to Norse mythology to African mythology, stuff like that. There's all kinds of it. It's about the old gods coming to America and the new gods trying to take over. And gods are created and living through worship. So, for instance, the new gods would be like Media, Binary, and Mr. World, stuff like that through the internet and TV. People worship that stuff, in a sense. And the other side of it is the old gods, who are like Norse mythology and all that sort of stuff, are trying to fight against them and get their standing back. They're trying to get people to start believing in them again. And that's the whole point of the book, is showing that the old gods are real. And I love the god of death there with his hammer. He's hilarious. The whole book is just funny, and it's an interesting, twisty, turny story. I just had so much fun with it, and it is a fantasy through and through. Definitely a fantasy. We got resurrections, we've got gods, we've got magic. It's all in there. It's very, very interesting. I loved it. I'm actually really looking forward to reading Good Omens. I've already seen the TV show. The TV show was phenomenal. Loved it. Really interested in reading it because it's Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman writing the story, and it's something I would really look forward to reading. It was just, as soon as I sat down and started reading this, and I was expecting there to be a bunch of Norse gods, and I've already mentioned this about the puns, but the puns killed me in this book. I loved it. Every time I read one, I was laughing out loud when I read this book. There's not a lot of books that do that. Sometimes I chuckled myself, but this book was making me laugh out loud a lot. And it was great. And it's an easy read. It's not very long. It's only how many pages is it? 520 pages. Very easy reading. You just move through it very quickly, and it's very interesting. The end was very gripping. I loved it. I have an idea about what the ending was all about, but I'm not quite sure. It's kind of spoilery, so we won't mention it here, but if you add me on Goodreads and you ask me, or on Tumblr and you ask me, I will most certainly answer it. In fact, actually, I will think about that on Tumblr, so you can look at that down below. I'll put that in there, my thoughts on the ending of this. I need to pick up Nancy Boys, which is about the god of Nancy, who is also hilarious and interesting. Another book by Neil Gaiman. In fact, I may have to pick up a ton of books by Neil Gaiman because I really love his voice. He is a fantastic writer. He is thorough in what he's talking about, and he just knows what he's doing, and I love it. Anyway, I think that will be it for today's video. I just wanted to mention that yesterday's video went so well with the mental health talk that I'm going to try to go that once every 2 weeks I will try to do a mental health chat just to kind of like check in, discuss some stuff. I might get some of my friends and stuff to pop by and sit down with us and talk about their things. My wife would like to speak about postpartum, which we will most certainly be touching upon. We'll dive deeper into PTSD. I will see if I can find anyone else who has anything else going on that would love to talk about it and maybe help some other people out so that we can make life a little bit better for everyone. My Goodreads and my Tumblr will be down below. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Share the video, it's the best way to get it out and around. And we will definitely be talking to you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.